This is a special report from About Space Today.
From the Florida World Headquarters, I'm David Denault. Earlier today, the space agency held a briefing from their UFO task force. NASA defines a UAP, unidentified aerial phenomena, or commonly known as UFOs, as observations of events in the sky that cannot be identified as aircraft from a scientific perspective, and that there are a number of high-quality observations to draw scientific conclusions about their nature. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson said he believed life exists elsewhere in the universe.
Whether we're dealing with Perseverance or the James Webb Space Telescope, which searches for exoplanets with signs of habitability, we are looking for signs of life, past and present. And it's in our DNA to explore and to ask why things are the way they are. In June of last year, NASA commissioned an independent study team to examine unidentified anomalous phenomena. We did so with a few goals in mind. On my travels, one of the first questions I often get is about these sightings. And much of that fascination is due to the unknown nature of it. Think about it. Most UAP sightings result in very limited data. That makes it even more difficult to draw scientific conclusions about the nature of UAP. Now, NASA has a statutory authority to look for life in the universe. And when you think of the universe, and especially what we have learned from the James Webb Space Telescope, how vast that it is. We knew before, and it was a NASA scientist, Dr. John Mather, who got the Nobel that determined that the universe was 13.8 billion years old. We have an understanding that, of course, ours is not the only galaxy. And there are billions and billions of galaxies, and each of those galaxies, including our own, have billions and billions of stars. And with the James Webb looking at the exoplanets, we are now beginning to discover, and somewhere out there, we will discover another medium-sized stony planet around a medium-sized sun or star at just the right distance, not too far, not too close, with a tilt in its axis that rotates, that has carbon, that will have a habitable atmosphere. If you ask me, do I believe there's life in a universe that is so vast that it's hard for me to comprehend how big it is? My personal answer is yes.
NASA Administrator Bill Nelson and the Independent Study Task Force will continue to work on ways to better identify UAPs. From the Florida World Headquarters, I'm David Denault.
This has been a special report from About Space Today.